Warning! You just walked into the mature corner of the channel! These streams are not child-friendly whatsoever. The games we'll be playing here will involve 1. Violence, gore, crude humor, more intense drug and alcohol references, swearing, etc. Depending on the game that is being played. If you're under the age of 18 or just can't handle these kind of topics that will pop up on these streams, don't stick around here. You have been warned. With that being said, we're live at this point. Hey guys and gals, it's 3D Dante, and welcome to the Ace Attorney 1 playthrough. Lord Almighty, it feels good to actually go over and play the first game again. I love Ace Attorney 1 when I played it, and I kind of wanted to do the game as soon as I could, so I kind of waited until after we were done Octopath Traveler to go over and do that, so here we are. Anyways, I'm not gonna delay too much longer right here. We're just gonna go. I am playing the trilogy version of this game, as it's the only real version I have of Ace Attorney 1. So we're playing the trilogy. So we'll be playing the trilogy version for this, and we're just gonna hop right in. For all those who stopped by so far, love you, Owo, Haley, and Miles. How are your guys' nights, mornings, afternoons? What time is over there for you guys that's going so far? Welcome. Dang it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I'm gonna have to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Also, you forgot, you had the volume at 100 to hear someone else, so that ended up screaming at Oof. It be like that. That it does. Boy, I am nervous. You know, I'm right there with you. This, like, literally, I would dare say 90% of the playthrough is just gonna be me reading throughout the entire thing. And we all know how that went during Octopath Traveler. So there's gonna be, I'm gonna fumble quite a bit throughout this, and I do deeply apologize in advance, but I will try my best to kind of act out each character and all the words and all that kind of stuff right there. Make sure to stay hydrated. I will make sure I will stay hydrated. I got my 2 bottled waters on standby as usual for these streams. Right? Oh, hi, Chief. Perhaps you don't have to read the word objection. Good point. I don't have to read objection, which I already object to that. Okay, no. Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your clients as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job. I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons why. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. No, I can think of many other reasons why I'm suddenly now a defense attorney. Looks at Octopath Traveler and looks at everything I've burnt in that playthrough. It all starts to make sense now. Okay, no. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. And I can already Lord, I can't keep one voice straight. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's my penance for murder. Exactly. You have to study to represent certain crimes. There are specialist lawyers. That there are indeed. It's over! My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell me I'm guilty. You put pineapple on his pizza. Someone did. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong with you, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in the world without her. I can't. His name is Butts. Yes! His name is Butts. It's not the most random name out there, mind you. There are others that are straight up questionable, and we will be seeing those throughout this playthrough. There's even one I can't even say myself, as it's kind of a swear. I feel bad for that individual, for the record. Who took her away from you, Nick? Who did this? How often does he say butt? I don't think all that much. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. My name is not Phoenix Wright, but that one fool who went over and burnt everything. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I guess I'll do it. He is Dante Wright. Hello, you Snivy. How is your evening is going for you so far? Welcome. How did Butts get him his job? Morning, but good. Well, good morning in that case. But glad to hear that's going. Glad to hear that it's going good. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? It's 6:30 p.m. It's still morning. Whatever you say, ma'am. Believe you. I believe you. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. I'm more nervous about everything else. You love at the bottom of the battery. You love how on the bottom of the battery you have Dante Wright, and quote unquote Miles Edgeworth. I never really thought of it that way. One of the things that took me a bit of time to actually get the stream set up was getting a new stream layout, and I just could not think of anything good. Ultimately, in the end, I decided to go with this, which it looks nice enough. You versus me. It's us against each other. I don't know. Hello, dear Diego. Diego, how is your how is your evening going for you so far? Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. You really are a fool now, aren't you? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. It is us against pineapple pizza. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight's fading. I can't even read. I already know I'm gonna botch up the reading and the acting. I'm already doing it so far in the script. Glad to hear that you're doing good, and yes. It's the perfect reason why I'm doing this game after Octopath Traveler. The perfect reason. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please, state the name of the defendant in this case. Obviously, myself. So that's my curry soup count as cooking it. Would you go to court for that? I have no clue, Bubbles, but hello to you. How is your afternoon going for you so far? And I didn't even just read that. Dang. I unintentionally had a button right there. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is the murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? You. I know this one. Glad I read the case report or multiple times. I should probably actually go over and read that. Sydney's autopsy report. Time of death. 7:31. 4 p.m. 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blood trauma. Pretty blunt about the autopsy report right there. But glad to hear that you're doing good, Bubbles. you nuked soup. On eating it. No clue. Okay. Wait. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Dude! Do you also have short-term memory? You and I can relate in that case. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button and check it any time, okay? Why are you breaking the fourth wall? Like, what is this R button? Don't worry about it. Just press the R button. Okay then. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? That would be Sydney Stone. Blood force drama wasn't the dingbat who killed her holding a gun. Maybe the R button is his right hand. Maybe. Either that, or he's just constantly holding a controller, and he automatically has it on the R button on the ready, and also on the plus button on the ready also. Which the thing I love about this is that you can save at any time. So if I'm ever unsure, I can just straight up save. And if I know I got it wrong, just reload the save. Which I may or may not be doing that a lot. Despite the fact that I've already played through this game, it has been a good while since I've last played through it, so there may be some stuff I might have forgotten about, and all that kind of stuff right there. So I ain't taking my chances. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was put it blunt, hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. I'm drinking some water already. Because you don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. When in doubt, drink water. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the figure. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay, so we have a statue that, in the shape of the figure is rather heavy. Right? Be sure you pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Frozen mac and cheese balls. Not saying. So here is your blunt force straw, but tasty now. and that is how the trial ends. The defense dies to the random cheese balls being thrown right at them. They're just that hard. Hello, the Angel. How is your evening going so far? Use your button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its first witness.
Prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. And he's already up there pretty smug about this.
Ahem. Mr. Bugs, is it not true? It's not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Bugs,
What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped.
in fact, she's completely abandoned you and was seeing another man. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Alright, so passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30. Yeah, it's literally 7:30. On the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude. No way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude. That's when to find out you're dumb when you're hopeless romantics. Yeah.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Buns, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in the wrong directions. Should I... Wait and see what happens, just for the hay of it, or do we stop him? We'll stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with this trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Oh! Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What'd I do? He just pretty much said, he will doctor in the afterlife, pretty much. Stop him from answering yet again, or just let him answer honestly. Which one would be... Do I take the comedic route, or do I take the serious route? Life will hate me if I take the comedic route, so I'll just stop it again. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I have a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendants fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad. I mean, you're not really doing much. So, he didn't know he was dumb. He was checking up on this girl. Dude, girl, I just wanted to know why we ain't talking anymore. Oh, wait. I really must have killed her. Killed her then. This is the moment he walks in and sees her dad. Now this is getting interesting.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please, bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
He looks like some kind of salesman that's just eager to get a deal with you and pay for probably a really cheap artifact or something like that.
Mr. Servant. Oh, Savage. You know, I don't even know what to call you anymore. You sell newspapers descriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Savage, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Hello, Sean. How is your afternoon going for you so far? Welcome. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in an apartment. I thought he was in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fear and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. Wait, okay, wait a second. You were too scared to go inside the apartment, yet you said the phone in her apartment wasn't working. What? That guy looks like a creepy. He wasn't selling a newspaper, he was stealing. Wow. I went to the nearby parts and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Time enough. 4 to 5. We have found 2 lies within 1 lifespan. Dude, you suck at lying! The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Dude, you clearly weren't paying attention. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your personal. Alright, so blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, right? This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You exposed the lies the testimony in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was Dude, you weren't picking up on it? So he didn't find her body. He found no, it was beep. Exactly. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Comparing the witness testimony to the evidence at hand, there's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Alright, so I'm gonna take this autopsy report and shove it in your face. You clearly lied to me. Okay. Okay. Up the record with the R button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright, so cross-examination. I'm not reading the... it's the same dialogue, so I'm not going to read it out loud right here. But from this point, you can get an idea. Have opened, concerns, look inside the apartment, saw them moving. Called in fright and found yourself not able to go inside. Without me, the increase, however, the phone apartment wasn't working. So, one thing that you can do, this is something that the game doesn't teach you until the next case. Because for now, all they care about is you finding a lie and presenting it. Something that you can do, at least for this first case right here, to make life even easier. What they don't tell you is that you can press the L button to, well, press a little bit right here. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes! I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Oh, look at a little player dialogue by doing that. No, press right there again. But the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into your apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf on the entryway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay. So, looking through our court record right here, when did they work? You remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. This is where all the running outs. I'm gonna take the time to go over and say first, just in case. You do have a health bar just in case you do screw up, and if that health bar hits the 0, is completely gone. Really, it's over. It's the game over in that case. I'm taking no chance with that, but I'm gonna go over and present the autopsy report as. Remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. Time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. That is clearly wrong. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowers, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. Shoving that piece of evidence in his face felt glorious. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. East the Alpha, you're safe. Yay! I don't have to worry about screwing over now. Yay! Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. I don't want to say right now, but I did. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Dude! Not even like a good few sentences in. You are just terrible at lying, man. You just straight up are. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, may you cross-examine the witness? Right! You know what to do. I got this one. I'm going to rub it in its face even more. I'm going to enjoy every last moment. As that face, I want to smack to pieces. Okay, no, not really, but still. Okay. It's probably coming from television. I'm gonna say just in case. But it was coming from the television. Here's the thing. As Haley pointed out, there was a blackout. Electricity to Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. That's clearly a lie. So, dude, hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Stout? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Why? Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Stout? Courts would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Stout. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, so how exactly did you hear at the time? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a tablecloth in the apartment, wasn't there? Dude, that completely contradicts what you said. My lord. Dude! My lord! Renate says he's guilty, no question. No question asked. Exactly. I agree. Hello to you, Silent. How is your night dash evenings going for you so far? Welcome. Yeah! The murder weapon! The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. And I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Oh, no, you just danced across the murder scene and danced. Oh, I was messed up. Okay. Running out. We'll look at what we got right here. Well, I mean, I'm assuming we got the autopsy, you got the statue, passport, and the blackout. So you saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, the murder weapon. Used to hit the victim. That must have been what you saw. I kind of already... Just to be on the safe side. The murder weapon. It was a blunt object. And the statue here is rather heavy. So... the murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your injections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? My lord! Ah, good old corner theme. Love this piece. Only one way. Just answer the question, Mr. Sound. Hey! I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. And then the neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. But if the statue is a clock... Well, we just kind of confirmed that it's a clock now. But hello to you, front line. How is your night, morning, afternoon, whatever sound is over there for you going so far? Welcome. How could you tell it was a clock? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony? Oh, there is lots of problems with this testimony! Yes, there's a problem with it. Your Honor, There is a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock if he's is to hold it in his hand. Didn't he say he saw the time, or are you? He also said, yeah, he also did say that. He's just digging himself a massive grave. That's all he's doing at this point. It's like, look like guns, exactly. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was clocked because he went into that apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! Just to be on the safe side, since it's already been a while. I know it's only been like 10 minutes, but still, it's been a while. I'll do even better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her in the head with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Savage, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Could the witness the witness still care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock?
That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, shut up, I hate you, it was him, I tell you, I saw him, he killed her, and should burn, give him death.
He really threw his hair. It's almost like he hardly had any to begin with in that case.
Your Honor, moment please. There was no shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright? Lord Almighty. Your Honor? You claim the sound of the witness came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Okay, well, I might as well save again. Just be on the safe. And save again! The whole case is riding on this. I better think carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Summer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, try sounding the clock, clearly ask the neighbors. Lodi, Emma, how is your afternoon going for you so far? Most likely has no idea. It's a clock, even if he touched it. Try sounding the clock would be the most logical. Let's sound the clock now. Here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Rice? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it right now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Savage heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Savage, Try and suck your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
What is he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Right, how am I going to prove that? Oh, what do we have? Okay, the Ace Attorney badge solves everything. Okay, no. As much as I wish it did, it doesn't. Autopsy report doesn't really say much about it. Statue, well, I really got to think about that. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 7th or the 30th of July, day before the murder. No one touched it because it was in the box. And then the electricity blackout. We've yet to use the passwords. Something tells me that's gonna be coming into play now. Dang it! So close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Fortunately, it sends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sandwich.
I've come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sandwich. Mia! Chief! Listen up, Frank. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. You can. Somebody can prove that. Well, yes. It doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can't. And yes, there's a lot of reading. 90% of this playthrough is going to be reading. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Saving before anything else. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence, the court record, that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words.
Let's see, you could pull this one off. Let's see this evidence. Why the clock was running slow. The reason why? The victim was in Paris the day before the murder. That's my evidence. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sandwich? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Dude! Work on the comeback right there. That was really cheesy. They made me a defense attorney. I like to remind everybody of that. And I still killed a man anyways. I could still find a way to do it. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. No one does that on their first day. Especially for someone that's committed murder already. We don't speak about that. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly. And find the true culprits at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Bucks, not guilty. And we can all celebrate with confetti. Good old confetti. And with that, the court is adjourned. We hurt them so wrong, he died from Baker. That he did. It turns out that Mr. Frank Stamets was a common burglar. He posed as a new newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the houses. That day, Larry went to her apartment. The victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Stamets let himself do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Stamets grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And the rest, to be blunt, is history. Attorney and Detective Phoenix Wright. It's okay. I still can believe we won. Not can't believe, can believe. Right. Good job. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, aren't you supposed to be happy? What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No! I mean, Ped! Dude! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my tree. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, isn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as the memo. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me a fool. Don't that make me want to cry? Larry, you butt. Are you sure? Still sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Does she have something to show your friend? Something that can prove that she felt about him? We don't need to do this outside of court! Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, I'm not losing health by doing this, so... Obviously, the Ace Attorney! The attorney's badge is the thing. Also, why does Phoenix name have two H's in the last part? That I don't have an answer to. I know. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chumpster. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it that what you will. Hey, Nick. Glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of them. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. If you get what I mean. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to make. That I wouldn't be able to keep. Wow. Oh, imagine having friends you could never. Wow. The brand new episode has been ended. And what are friends? One that makes you clocks is what defines as a friend, apparently. Actually, no, that's the other way around. Shoot. I have no clue then. Someone you can share your rage with. Okay. That's a definition I can take. Ah, boy. Do I keep going with the stream, or do I save the next session just entirely for the next case? The next case is kind of long. I wouldn't quite say extremely long, but kind of long. Yeah, it's only been an hour, is the problem. And there's quite a lot to do for the next case. Usually the first case is in Ace Attorney, or typically the short trials in pretty much where the game throws all the tutorials at. But after that, the game truly gets started. Truly gets going with the second case. But it's gonna feel weird to do an hour stream, but we're gonna end it from here. I think we're gonna go over and do that. So for all those who stopped by during the stream, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Very short for the most part, at least. At least in terms of how it normally goes. I mean, the shortest we normally go for streams is about 2 hours. It's been a long time since I've only done an hour stream. I don't say that much right there. But just note that this is the beginning of the monstrosity of the Ace Attorney playthrough. Just note that. Things will get a lot more hectic and a lot more comedic in a way in the next session. But that being said, because how short this session is, I might do either a game night or a chill night after the stream. Just to kind of make up for that a little bit. Just kind of. And most likely, I'll probably be streaming the next session of 513 Houses tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just kind of depend. It's gonna kind of depend on how I am tomorrow. Because I'll openly admit I was straight up lazy today. And I almost didn't. Stream. But I went over and did it anyways. Hashtag 3D think. Okay. Well, I didn't even need to say. I didn't even need to say we're on the right at this point. We're gonna go ourselves here. Great hashtag. The only real thing is, we need the target. And I think I have such a target. Well, before going over and seeing what everybody else I know is live is doing right now. Yeah, I got something in mind. We can go right. Hashtag 3D Dante, right? You know, you misspelled his name. Did I? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna check. No, it's not. There's one H. It's spelled right. It shouldn't be spelled wrong whatsoever. I don't see an extra H on there, Haley. Oh, that! Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a different thing. That's a different thing entirely. All right. There. That's been fixed. That's one case that has been closed. I didn't even notice that. This is already a great start. Boy. Anyways, let's out it right now, shall we? We are gonna go in with hashtag 3D. We're gonna go in with hashtag 3D Thinker. We'll go in with hashtag 3D Dante Wright at some point during one of these streams when we end. I can say that much right there. We will go with that at some point. But we'll go with the Thinker because I don't know. Hashtag 3D extra H. Anyways, let me go over. Get the link to our right target. And because thinking, we're using murder. Yes, we're using a murder weapon as a race hashtag. They will never see it coming. There we go. Once again, hashtag 3D Thinker. We're rating Mama Remy as she's currently doing a shiny hunt for Sandy Guys. So we're gonna go over and give her some 3D love, as it's also been quite a while since I went over and rated her. So we're gonna go over and give her some 3D love. But with all that being said, I will see you guys either tomorrow or Wednesday with the next session of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That being said, I'll see you guys